Hello and welcome to Cuba Tech Talk September 2022. I'm here with Tim Clifton and Tim Vanslager from Cuba Networks. This month we're going to talk about drones and flying them and all the good things that is drones. And these guys are kind of experts. How long have you guys been into drone?
I've been flying a drone a little over 2 years now with my Mavic Air 2.
And I've been probably about a little over 2.5 years because he got it shortly after I had mine. So.
Okay.
Yep.
What got you guys attracted to using drones and having fun with drones?
I like the technology. I like it. So we deal with wireless technologies day after day. To see how wireless technology integrates into the actual flying and navigation of drones and using the sensors on it to be able to do obstacle avoidance and things like that, and to see how far drones have come from having those small little Walmart drones that you can fly around just visually to being able to go up 400 feet and out 2.5 miles, no issues, and coming back with pristine 4K video. It just makes me geek out on stuff like that. It's just really an amazing experience.
Awesome.
Yeah. I got to the point, it's like I've always liked flying drones, but I've always had the ones that, well, if there's no wind, it'll fly. But as soon as the wind comes, it's gone, and I got tired of chasing it. So I just finally got to the point, it's like, well, time to spend the money, invest in it, because it's an investment more than anything. And like I said, being able to just fly it up, like I said, 400 feet, fly it out 2.5 miles, 3 miles if you wanted to see, areas that you don't go to maybe, or stuff like that. Just,
Okay.
just, it's neat. It's neat to do, with the technology on what those little things can do.
You guys said it's an investment. What should people look for in the drone that they're looking for? What's something that attracted you guys to the ones you got? Do you guys get to have the same ones, or?
Yeah, we have identical ones. It's the DJI Air 2, not the S, but they've got so many new versions out already. But it depends on what you want to do with it. I mean, if you want to just be a hobbyist, like what we have is perfect.
What brand is that?
The DJI.
Okay.
And what a lot of people do that really get carried away with these is they're photographers. They look for these awesome shots to where you take pictures or you shoot video, then you edit them to where you get these spectacular videos or stills, and then they put music to them, create neat things. But they look at it as a flying camera. I'm not that way. I just like flying it, taking videos of different things in the area, or if you can put them up over something and watch something that you can't see by driving close to it. It's neat things. Just you can do so much with it.
Okay. Did you guys buy like a bundle package? I remember listening to you guys talk about it when you were buying them. Is it better to buy a bundle? Is there specific things to stay away from?
Well, when I bought mine, I did the Fly More combo, and so what that did was that gave me a total of 3 batteries instead of 1. So we got the battery charger and everything with it, and I actually got a landing pad with mine as well. Now, the landing pad doesn't necessarily, give you anything really extra. It's just basically a clean, soft place for the drone to land. That way you're not taking off in a gravel area or a dirt area where the drone actually has a fan inside of it, so you don't want to be sucking up all that dust and stuff into your drone.
Okay,
so it gives it a nice place to land. So it also came with a carrying case as well for all the batteries and the controller and all that stuff.
That makes sense. You said extra batteries. How much fly time is there on a single battery?
Fly time, I've been averaging about 23 to 24 minutes.
Same.
Okay.
And it's like I said, you get to a certain point, you have a battery indicator on your display, and they tell you, when you hit this percentage, time to bring it back, because if it gets down to a certain level, it's going to automatically land wherever it is, and you don't want that to happen. So you want to make sure you get it back to where you are before it does decide to do that.
And the drone actually does its own calculations depending on how far you've flown out, that based on the wind resistance and how far you are out and how much battery life is left, it will warn you, hey, if you don't leave and go back right now, head back home, you may not have enough juice to get back.
Okay.
So it will automatically try to do that for you. You can cancel it. It's not a good idea, but you can cancel it.
Yeah, you should listen to the drone.
You
Right?
should listen to the
You don't
drone.
want to lose the drone in the lake.
It has its calculations, and it's pretty spot on. So I would listen to the drone.
Okay. Is there any pitfalls you'd say stay away from? I know to stay away. I mean, it's fun to have the little. I have like the Walmart little things that me and my sons were flying around, but we were looking at like getting a better one that you can fly out of sight. Is there anything to stay away from?
Besides airports by your house?
Well, I mean, yeah, obviously staying away from airport. But I mean, like in the purchase of the drone, is there something that like you'd say, stay away from that?
I don't know. I guess for me, and I would probably say Timmy also, it's a question because we're not into buying multiple drones. We have just this one, and that's it. I mean, there's people that have from little ones up to your $6,000-$7,000 ones. It just depends on what you want to do with it. If you just want to use it for recreational flying, what we have, perfect. Or they have one size smaller, a little bit cheaper, but
Where would we go to purchase a drone or look at drone technology?
I purchased my drone directly through DJI. Yeah, they gave some a rebate credit as well. So, and I encourage people that want to get into this kind of hobby is do your research. I researched mine for at least a month and a half and just made sure that this is the exact drone that I want.
Mm-hmm.
This was in the time of COVID, so we're not traveling. We're not really leaving the house much, so we're saving a bunch of money, and so why not pick up a new hobby? So this is what I did. And I also encourage people to, basically, if you're going to get something that is this much of an investment, make sure you purchase some kind of insurance.
Oh, okay.
So through DJI, you can get their DJI, was it Fly or Care? DJI Care?
DJI Care, I think it's called.
And it'll cover you for the first year, and then after that you have to re-up, or you can actually go through your insurance company and get a personal articles policy for, I think it's about $65 a year.
Yeah.
That'll cover you in case you wreck part of it or it gets lost in a lake or something like that. So just be mindful of that to protect your investment.
I had no idea there was insurance for drones.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
It's an investment, like you said, so you want it covered.
And plus too, if you decide, like I said, you can, if you want to try to use it as a business, then we'd recommend you can do they have a test that you can do to where you would actually get your Part 107 FCC license, which then you will literally have a card that states you are licensed, a commercial licensed pilot for that drone, which then gives you a lot more rules.
Do you guys have to have that?
We don't have to, no.
Because you're not using it.
We're recreational.
You're recreational. So is there anything, obviously airports, stay away from airports.
Well, one of the other things too is ours is above 55 kilograms.
Yes.
And it has to be registered with the FAA. So you can go to their website when you get it, and you have a serial number, costs you $5, and then it's registered with the FAA. The one size smaller than ours, the DJI Mini, it's 249 kilograms. That doesn't have to be registered with the FAA. So it's like I said, it just depends on what you want to do.
Okay.
So
do you guys have to have the FCC license to fly? No, you don't, because you're recreational. Is it just if you're making money with it?
If you're making money with
it.
If you're doing property surveys, or if you're doing anything for accident investigations and stuff like that. So people who are working with the police force and things like that, they would be required to.
Are photographers required to have their FCC?
If they're using it to make money, yes.
Yes.
I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Okay, good to know.
Mm-hmm.
Well, thank you guys very much. I appreciate it. And we're going to cut to some footage that Vinney took of taking off, landing the screen, so you guys can see it. If you have any questions about drones, drone technology, please reach out to us. These guys I'm sure would geek out and would love to answer it.
Definitely.
Probably even show you their drone.
There you go.
So thank you guys very much. Have a great weekend.
Thank you.